वेल हेलो मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, माय स्मार्ट किड्स. हाउ आर यू गाइज? व्हाट्स अप? कैसे हो? हाउ इज एवरीबॉडी? हेलो. अ वेरी वार्म वेलकम एंड अ वेरी गुड इवनिंग. How are you guys? Yay! So we have Krish here. Now, one thing is, today, at any point of time, if you feel that my internet is not working, if you feel that the stream is not good enough, please let me know in the chat box or comment box, and I will be for sure taking care of the internet. And let's hope the session is as beautiful as you people are. Alright, so welcome everybody. Myself Netrapal Singh, I'm from IIT Kanpur, and welcome to this wonderful series, this beautiful series in which we are taking upon the half-yearly exams head on. So I will be taking care of your science and mathematics major chapters for half-yearly, and right after the completion of these chapters, I am pretty much sure that you will be able to easily score 90%. That's right, 90%, 90% guys. Just follow all these steps that I do. Just follow all the concepts. Do some revision, do some practice, and trust me, nobody can stop you from securing 90% marks in your half yearly. So stay tuned and be disciplined in life as well as in these sessions. Alright, so without wasting much time, let me just start the session today. But before starting the session, I would really request all my audience to like the session, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so far, and press the bell icon so that you get the latest update right away on your mobile phone the moment any video is released by us. So do that right away and we can start the session then. Quickly like the session, share it with your friends if you want, share it with your friends so that they also benefit from these free sessions. And then you guys are simply awesome. So alright guys, welcome everybody who has joined us now, the people who have been waiting for this session, especially probability, because this chapter only has only one exercise, and that exercise, oh, I am so sorry. Ask me why. Ask me why, guys, because the spelling of probability is incorrect. Let me just quickly let me just change it. No, why? Oh, I'm sorry guys, that was correct spelling, probability, right? My goodness. yeah okay, all right, yeah, it's okay, fine. I was thinking about something else. Anyway, so probability, so we are going to start with probability, chapter number 15 from class 10th mathematics, and diving straight away into the concept. Guys, throughout the session we are going to use only one formula, and that formula for probability is the general formula which says if you want to find out the probability of any event, and those events, if they are equally likely, I'll tell you what is an equally likely outcome or an experiment, but the formula that we are going to use, and how do we read this is, so probability of any event E is the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. So I write it like this: probability of E is equal to favorable outcomes. How many favorable outcomes you have? Divided by total number of outcomes. Yes, total number of outcomes. yeah. Come on boys, come on. Yeah, I am alive. I was thinking something else, I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys are laughing at that incident, probability. Anyways, so P of E, which is the probability, is probability of any event is the total number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. So I'll give you one example. Let's take an example. Let's say you toss a coin, right? Let's say you toss a coin. Now, what are the possible outcomes on one single throw of a coin? So it can be either head or a tail, right? So there are only two possibilities. You can either get a head or a tail, right? So there are total two outcomes. Now let's say there is a match between India versus Pakistan. So there's a match between India versus Pakistan. It's a cricket match, and somebody is tossing the coin. Somebody said, or let's say India said that they want heads. So we toss the coin, and then the question there can be asked is, what is the probability that India will win the toss? So for that, all you have to do is simply use this formula. Probability of India winning the toss is the event E here, and that is equal to total number of outcomes. How many total outcomes do we have? We have only two outcomes, right? So either the toss can be resulting into a head or a tail, and what is the favorable outcome? We must get a head. So how many number of heads do you get when you toss one coin? There is only one head, so the probability is 1 by 2, which is equal to, we can say in terms of percentage, we can say it is 50%. So there's a 50% chance that India will win the toss. Hey, is my screen visible? Hello everybody. Yeah, are you guys fighting? Okay, all right. Yeah, just hold on then. Just hold on, guys. Give me a second, please. Yeah, just give me a second. I think there is a problem with. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I might have to. Just give me a second, everyone. Don't worry, it will only take a couple of seconds. Now let me know in the chat box. No, I'm not talking about the blue one. I'm talking about the white one that you will be able to see right now. It's a technical glitch, you know. Come on, quickly let me know if it is visible now. Quickly guys, everyone. Is it visible now? Okay, all right. Yes, beautiful then. These things do happen. It's okay. Anyways, so what I was trying to tell you was that the formula for probability is P of E is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. And then I was taking an example in which, let's say there was a match between India versus Pakistan, and it's a cricket match, and somebody tossed a coin. India said we want heads. So meanwhile, when the coin is in the air, you say you need to find out the probability of India winning the toss. So you can say probability of India winning the toss can be written as P of E is equal to how many total outcomes do you think a coin will have? Obviously the total number of outcomes on a coin can be either a head or a tail, right? So the total number of outcomes will be 2, so the total comes in the denominator side. And what is the favorable outcome for India? It is heads. How many heads do you get when you toss a coin? You get only one head, so your answer is 1 by 2, which means you can write your probability is 0.5, or if you want to write it in terms of percentage, the percentage value will be equal to 50%. So whatever probability you are getting, just multiply by 100 and you are good to go in terms of percentage, right? Very nice, beautiful. Total 2, beautiful guys, wonderful, right? So this is a classic example. Now let's move on to another question. Coincidentally, this is our example 1 also from the book. So find the probability of getting a head when a coin is tossed once. Also find the probability of getting a tail. So coming to example number 1, guys, your probability of getting a head, let's say, is equal to the total number of outcomes are 2 and your favorable outcome is 1. So that is why your probability will be equal to 1 by 2. Also, what about probability of getting a tail? Again, the total number of outcomes will be 2 and the total number of tails that are available on one toss of a coin is also 1. So that means your probability of getting a tail is equal to 1 by 2. So both the probabilities are same, which means there is a 50% chance that you will get a head and there is a 50% chance that you will get a tail. Very nice. Coming to example number 2, we have so many questions to do today and already we are late. So moving on to the next question. A bag contains a red ball, one blue ball and one yellow ball, right? So a bag contains red, blue and yellow. I'll write down red, blue and yellow, and this is inside a box. All the balls being of the same size, Kritika takes out a ball from the bag without looking into it. So she's not looking into the bag, but she is taking out a ball from the bag. Now the question is, what is the probability that she takes out the yellow ball? Now probability of selecting or taking out a yellow ball is equal to, what you have to do is divide the this thing by the total number of outcomes. What is the total number of outcomes? You have 3 balls, so your total number of outcomes will be 3. And what is your favorable outcome? That is 1, because you have only one yellow ball, so your probability will be equal to 1 by 3. And same will be the probability for getting a red ball and probability for getting a blue ball. So the probability is 33%, or you can say 0.33 is your probability. Next, moving on to the next part. Now this is a very interesting thing, guys. The total probability of all the events which are equally likely is equal to 1. So what I'm trying to tell you is, let's say there is an event, so probability of getting an event E1, then probability of getting an event E2 plus probability of getting event E3 and dash 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 will be equal to 1. So if you sum all the probabilities, you will get the answer as 1. From this same statement, we are getting P of E dash, which is read as probability P of E naught. You can say P of E naught is equal to 1 minus P of E. The reason being because probability of E plus probability of not getting E is actually equal to 1. Like I said, the probability, the total sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1. We'll do these kind of questions, don't worry. So meanwhile, just write down these formulas or concepts in your notebook. So P of E dash is equal to 1 minus PE. For example, in the last example, we took the probability of getting a head is equal to 1 by 2. Now what is the probability of getting a tails? That is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, and that is equal to 1 by 2, which is the same answer we got last time. Also, your probability of any event will be lying between 0 and 1. So the probability can either be 0, greater than 0, or it can be less than 1. Nothing can be exceeding beyond 1 and 0, right? So the probability number 1 can't be negative, first of all. Second, can't be greater than 1, and third is can't be less than 0, right? Same thing, right? So it can't be negative which means that. All right, moving on to the next questions now. Example number 4 tells us one card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. So let's say there are 52 cards. Now calculate the probability that the card will be an ace and ace means number 1, right? So in a deck of 52 cards, there are a total of 4 aces. There are a total of 4 aces. So probability of getting an ace, P of ace, is equal to your total number of outcomes is 52 because you have 52 cards, and your favorable outcomes is 4 because you have 4 aces. So 4 by 52 is your answer. 4 by 52. And if you want to find out not being an ace, that is very easy. All you have to do is you can say probability of not getting an ace, that is ace bar, which is equal to 1 minus 4 by 52, and you will get 48 by 52 as your answer. So 48 by 52 is the answer to the second question. Please solve all these questions along with me and write your answers in the chat box. This is the easiest chapter that we can encounter in class 10th mathematics. Example 5, two players Sangeeta and Reshma play a tennis match. It is known that the probability of Sangeeta winning the match is 0.62. What is the probability of Reshma winning the match? So if Reshma wins the match, that means Sangeeta loses. Now if the probability of Sangeeta winning is equal to 0.62, her chances of losing, which is represented by PS dash, that is equal to 1 minus 0.62, and that will be, I think, 0.48, is it? 0.38. 8, yeah, 0.38, that's it. So probability of Reshma winning or probability of Sangeeta losing is 0.38. Very nice and a very good question. Example number 9, Harpreet tosses 2 different coins simultaneously. Say one is of 1 and the other one is of ₹2. What is the probabilities that she gets at least one head? Now once you throw 2 coins, what are the possible outcomes that you can get? So let's say on the first toss you get a head, and on the second toss also you get a head. Let's say on the first toss you get a head, and then on the second toss you get a tail. It could also happen that on the first toss you get tails and on the second toss you get a head, and it can also happen that on the first toss you get tails and the other toss will be resulting into tails. So all in all there are 4 outcomes. All in all there are 4 outcomes, right? Now what is the probability that she gets at least one head? How you are going to write down is probability of at least one head. At least there should be one head. Can be more than one, but at least there should be one head. So how many outcomes out of 4? There are total 4 outcomes, right? So how many outcomes out of 4 are having at least one head? So do you think this has at least one head? Answer is yes. Do you think this has at least one head? Answer is yes. What about this one? Yes. What about this one? No. So there are total 3 favorable outcomes to us, and the answer is 3 by 4. No, the answer is 3 by 4, boys. Answer is 3 by 4. Alright? Cool. Next, moving on to the next question, guys. This is a very good question. Example number 12. A carton consists of 100 shirts, of which 88 are good. So I'll do something. I'll say there are 100 shirts, out of which 88 they are good, right? And the remaining 8 have minor defects, right? That's what is written here. And 4 have major defects. 4 major defects. Now Jimmy, a trader, will only accept the shirts which are good, and Sujata will reject the shirts which have major defects. Now one shirt is drawn at random from the cartoon. What is the probability that it is acceptable by Jimmy? So probability of any shirt being acceptable by Jimmy, see, Jimmy will accept if the shirts are good. And how many good shirts do you have? You have 88 good shirts. So that is your favorable outcome, right? So 88 is the good. And how many shirts do we have in total? We have 100 shirts in total. So your answer is that the probability of Jimmy accepting the shirts is 88 by 100. 88 by 100, right? 88 by 100. Now what is the probability that It is acceptable by Sujata. This is a very good question. So Sujata will reject if the shirts have major defects. So she will reject only if there is a major defect, but she will accept if there is not a major defect. So how will you say that the probability of shirts acceptable by Sujata is? So you will say, you will write down probability of acceptable shirts. Probability of, let's say, accepting shirt, right? So that will be equal to 88 plus 8. What is 88 plus 8? It is 96, and 96 out of 100. This is your probability for Sujata to accept the shirts. Very good. Very good, guys. Very good. So it is 96 by 100, not 88 by 100. Some people have written 88 by 100. Okay, so that was the first answer. Very nice, beautiful. So 88 by 100 was the first answer, and 96 by 100 is your second answer. I'm sure everybody has got that correct. Let's move on to the next question, guys. Come on, quickly. Make it fast. Solve this before me. Example number 13. Two dice. There are two dice, one blue and one grey. So on a dice, what all numbers you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You have all these 6 numbers. They are thrown at the same time. Now this is an interesting question, guys. You will have to make a sample space for that. How do you do that? I'll show you. So let's say when you throw the blue dice, you get 1 on the blue dice. And when you throw the grey dice at the same time, you get 1 on the grey dice as well. So this is your one outcome. It is also possible that you get 1 on the blue dice and you get 2 on the grey dice. Also, it is a possibility that you will get 1 on the blue dice and 3 on the grey dice. Likewise, you will have 1, 4 as an outcome, 1, 5 as an outcome, 1, 6 as an outcome. Similarly, it can also happen that you get 2 on the first dice and 1 on the second dice, and so you will be getting these values till you get 6 on the first dice, 1 on the second dice, and the last value will be 6 on the first dice and 6 on the last dice. So total number of outcomes here is 36. You have 36 outcomes. Now write down all the possible outcomes. That is what we have done here so far. What is the probability that the sum of the two numbers appearing on the top of the dice is, let's say, 8? Now this is a good question. All you have to do is you have to identify those numbers whose sum will be equal to 8. Do you think 1 plus 1 is equal to 2? No. Do you think 1 plus 2 is equal to 2? No. 8. 1 plus 3? 4. No. 1 plus 4 is 5. No. 1 plus 5 is, what is it? 6, right? So no. 1 plus 6 is 7. So entirely this row is gone. What about 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 and all these values? 2, 3 is 5. 2, 4 is 6. 2, 5 is, what is it? 2, 5 is 7 and 2, 6. So you get 2, 6 as one value, one outcome. Also you can have 6, 2 as another outcome, right? Starting with 3, you have 3 as the first outcome, 5 as the second outcome. Also 5, 3 is another possibility. Then you have 4, 4 as one possibility, right? Apart from this, I don't think there are any other possibilities. Apart from this, I don't think there are any other possibilities. Do you think there is any other possibility, guys? 2, 6, 6, 2, 3, 5, 5, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. Is there any other possibility that you think will result in sum being equal to 8? Any other possibility that you can think of? Let me know in the chat box. Quickly let me know in the chat box, guys. What should be the answer to this question? Should it not be probability of getting an 8? Probability of getting a sum equal to 8 is equal to nothing but the total number of outcomes is 36. So we will write 36 in the denominator. And what are the favorable outcomes? You have only 4 outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Sorry, 5 outcomes. So 5 upon 36 is your probability, right? So P of 8 is equal to 5 divided by 36. Same, likewise you can solve for 13, and also you can do this question also. Let me know in the chat box those guys who are getting the same answer as me. 5 by 36 for the first question. 5 divided by 36. What about Vyom and Krish? Vyom and Krish. Are you getting the same answer? 5 by 36. Right? Okay, all right. So moving on to the next part. Now exercise 15.1 is there, right? So in exercise 15.1 you have this first question. I am not going to go through this first question because you guys can easily solve this question number 1. So try this at home. This is a very easy question, right? So alright, let's say if you want to solve the third part of this, the probability of an event that is certain to happen is called a sure event. And the probability of an event that is certain to happen is 1, and such an event is called a sure event. It's called a sure event. What about the fourth part? The sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is, like I said, it is equal to 1, and so and so. So you can complete this question number 1. I am not going to solve this. So do one thing, quickly solve your question number 1. If not today, then in homework. So which of the following, next question number 2, which of the following experiments have equally likely outcomes? Now equally likely outcomes are those outcomes which are not affected by any other parameters outside the system. That means if, for example, if I take the tossing of a coin, then either you can get a heads or you can get a tails. In both the events, the probability of getting a head will be equal to 1 by 2 and probability of getting a tails will be equal to 1 by 2. So the probability is same in the events. So these outcomes are called likely outcomes, equally likely outcomes. Question number 3, why is tossing a coin? Oh, come on, these questions you guys have to do. Which of the following cannot be probability of an event? This is a very beautiful question. Guys, this you can simply answer by looking at the values. See, which of the following cannot be probability of an event? 2 by 3. You have to divide 2 by 3 and get the answer in terms of decimals. And this will be less than 1 and greater than 0. So yes, this will be a probability. What about D? 0.7. It is between 0 and 1. So there is this a probability. What about C? This is also a probability because it is written in terms of percentage. But this one, this is not a probability because the probability can never be negative, right? So it is not negative. Next is, if P of E is equal to 0.05, what is the probability of not E? This is a very easy question. P of not E is equal to 1 minus P of E, and this is equal to 1 minus 0.05, which is equal to 0.95. This is your answer. Next question. Question number 6. A bag contains lemon flavored candies only. Malini takes out one candy without looking into the bag. What is the probability that she takes out an orange flavored candy? Answer is 0. See, the bag only contains lemon flavored candy, right? So if he is asking us what is the probability of getting an orange, how will you get an orange candy when the bag has none? So the probability is 0. A lemon flavored candy, obviously it will be equal to 1, right? Next, 7th question. It is given that in a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. And what is the probability that the 2 students have the same birthday? This is also an easy question. So let your probability of E, P of E is equal to 0.992. Probability of not getting an E, that is probability of the 2 students having the same birthday, is nothing but 1 minus 0.992. Solve this and you will get your answer. Solve this and you will get your answer. Now going to question number 8. How do you solve these questions? Those guys who are watching it live, you can leave it for now and solve it in your homework. And those guys who are watching this session recording, then you guys can pause the video and solve the question with me. Very nice. People have already given the answer 0.008. Wonderful. Beautiful, guys. Wonderful. Next is, a bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. So you have 5 black balls and you have 3 red balls in a bag. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red? So it's very easy. Probability of drawing a red ball is equal to how many balls are there in total? 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. And how many red balls are there? 3. So the answer is 3 by 8. Not red is very easy. Probability of not getting a red is equal to 1 minus 3 by 8, and this will be equal to 5 by 8. So this is your answer. This is your answer, right? This is your answer. Very nice, guys. Come on, next question, please. Come on. A box contains 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles, and 4 green marbles. One marble is taken out of the box at random. What is the probability? So 5 red. How many white? 8 white and 4 green marbles. Question is, what is the probability that drawing a marble will give you a red marble? So how many total red marbles are there? 5. And how many total marbles are there? 5 plus 8 plus 4, right? And this is equal to 8 and 4 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. So your answer is 5 by 17 for drawing out a red marble. What about a white marble? Simply divide 8 by 17 because your favorable outcomes are 8. So you have 8 white marbles. Probability of not getting a green is nothing but 1 minus probability of getting a green. So this is equal to 1 minus probability of getting a green is nothing but 4 divided by 17, and this is your correct answer. This is your correct answer. Very nice, guys. You guys are doing an awesome job. Keep it up. Keep it up. Very nice. Question number 10. A piggy bank contains 50 paise coins. 50 contains 100. Okay, alright. So how many 50 paisa coins are there? All in all, there are 100 coins. 100 coins. How many 1 rupee coins are there? 1 rupee. There are 50 coins. Right? How many 20 rupees coins are 20? How many 2 rupees coins are there? 2 rupees coins given to us are 20. And there are 10 5 rupee coins. So 5 rupee coins are 10 coins. If it is equally likely that one of the coins will fall out of when the bank is turned upside down, what is the probability, guys? Hear this question very carefully. Hear this question very carefully, right? So what is the probability that the coin will be a 50 paisa coin? It's an easy question now. How many total coins do you have? 100 plus 50 is 150, 150 plus 20 is 170, and 170 plus 10 is equal to 180, right? So you have total of 180 coins. Out of that how many 50 paisa coins are there? There are total of 100 coins. So your probability of 50 paisa coins is equal to 100 divided by 180. This is your answer. This is your answer. So 10 by 18. Solve this and get it in the simplest form. Then will not be a 5 rupees coin. So not be a 5. Let's say probability of getting a 5 rupees coins is P5. This thing. Probability of not getting 5 rupees is equal to 5 bar. This is equal to 1 minus probability of getting a 5 rupee coins. 5 rupee coin. So all you have to do is 1 minus probability of getting a 5 rupee coins is nothing but 10 divided by 100. 10 divided by 180, and this will give you 170 by 180. 17 by 18 is your right answer. Very, very good, guys. You guys are superb. Next is question number 11. It says Gopi Bahu. Gopi Bahu, serial wali. Gopi Bahu. So Gopi buys a fish from a shop for his what? What? Is this name a he or she? For his aquarium, alright. The shopkeeper takes out one fish at random from a tank containing 5 male fish. So you have 5 male fish and 8 female fish. 8 female fish. What is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish? It is very easy. The probability will be 5 divided by 13, right? Because total you have 13 fishes and the favorable outcome to you is 5. So answer is 5 by 13. Yeah, seriously, I mean Gopi, for his, who names their child Gopi? Yeah, come on. Who names their boy as Gopi? Gopi! I've heard this in Hindi books. गोपी बहू. गोपी बहू, जब मैं रसोड़े में गई थी तो वहां पर गैस चालू थी. किसने चालू की थी? रसोड़े में कौन था? Question number 12 guys. A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which comes to rest pointing at 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Poker. Abhi not poker. This is jua. Betting. Las Vegas. LV. Anyways, and these are equally likely outcomes. What is the probability that it will point at 8? So total you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 numbers, right? So probability of getting an 8 is, so total number of outcomes is 8 because you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 numbers and you have only one 8, right? So you have only one 8, that means the probability of getting an 8 is equal to 1 by 8. Probability of getting an odd number, try to find out how many odd numbers are there. So 3 is an odd number, 5 is an odd number, 1 is an odd number, right? Also 7 is an odd number. So you have total of 4 odd numbers. So probability of getting an odd number is equal to 4 divided by 8, that is equal to half, 1 by 2. Number greater than 2, how many numbers greater than 2 do you have? You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 6 numbers which are greater than 2. So your probability will be equal to 6 divided by 8. Number less than 9, you have all the numbers which are less than 9. So your probability of getting number less than 9 is equal to 8 by 8, which is equal to 1. Right? It was an easy question. I'm sure you guys are doing these questions with me. मेरे साथ कर रहे हो ना भाई? हाँ या ना? Next, a die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting a die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting a prime number. What is a prime number? 2, 3 and 5. Because these numbers are embedded on a dice. So on a dice you have total 6 outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And out of that you have 3 prime numbers. So 2, 3 and 5, these are prime numbers. So probability of getting a prime number is probability of prime, Optimus prime, is equal to 3 divided by 6, and that is equal to 1 by 2. A number lying between 2 and 6. How many numbers are lying between 2 and 6? You have 3, 4, 5 and 6. That means you have whatever you want to write down in the bracket. This is equal to 4 divided by 6 because total of you have 4 numbers which are greater than 2. Right? An odd number, already you can see odd numbers are 1, 3 and 5. So you have 3 numbers which are odd and you have total of 6 outcomes. So your answer is 1 by 2. I hope you guys are doing these questions with me. Question number 13. Right, cool. Now moving on to question number 14. One card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting. So many things are there. Now for this I need to teach you one thing, guys. In a deck of 52 cards, you can categorize these 52 cards in a group of 13. So total you will be having 4 groups. Now what are those groups? You have a group of diamond cards, you have a group of spade cards, you have a group of clubs, and you have a group of hearts. Now your hearts is red, this diamond is also red, this is black, and this is also black. This is also black. So 52 divided by 4, you have 13, 13, 13 and 13. Make sure you grasp this concept very well because this is an important concept. Okay, alright. So in a suit of, this is called a suit. So in a suit of 13 cards, you have an ace, you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you have jack, you have queen, and then you have king. So these 3 cards, they are called face cards. They are called face cards. So in a total of you have 3 face cards in one suit. Out of 13 you have 3 face cards. So therefore total you will have 12 cards which will be face cards, because 3 from this diamond, 3 from the spade, 3 from the clubs, and 3 from the heart. So you have 12 cards, right? 12 face cards. Anyways, what next? What next? You have 26 cards which are red colored, and you have 26 cards which are black colored. So with this knowledge, let us try to identify and try to do these questions. Find the probability of getting a king of red color. So in red color you have a diamond, also you have a heart, right? So in diamond you have one king, in hearts also you have one king. So total you have 52 cards. How many kings do you have? You have 2. So the answer is 2 by 52, and whatever the value is, please write down in your answer. 2 by 52. Very good, very good. What about a face card? Like I said, you have 12 face cards out of 52. Your answer is 12 by 52. A red face card. So you have let's say 26 red cards. Out of that you will be only having 6 face cards, so they will be 6 red, also they will be face cards. So 6 by 52 is your right answer. The jack of hearts, there is only one card, that is jack of hearts, so the probability is 1 by 52. A spade, you have in total of 13 spades, so the probability is 13 by 52. These are pretty straightforward questions. The queen of diamonds, you have only one queen of diamond, that is why your probability will be 1 divided by 50. Super cool, super duper cool. Let me know in the chat box who all are completing these questions. जो भी ये questions कर रहा है ना मेरे साथ में, फटाफट आंसर लिख दो chat box के अंदर. Write your answers in the chat box, guys, quickly. Write your answers in the chat box. Write your answers in the chat box. Very nice. Moving on to the next question. Question number 15. 5 cards, the 10, jack, queen, king and ace of diamonds are well shuffled with their face downwards. One card is then picked up at random. What is the probability that the card is the queen? So this question exactly is coming from question number 14. So I'm sure you guys will be easily able to do this question number 15. So you have 5 cards. One is a 10. Another one is a jack, then you have a queen, then you have a king, and you have ace. Of all these cards are of diamonds. All these cards are of diamonds. So what is the probability that the card is the queen? You have only one queen out of the 5 cards, so your probability is 1 by 5. If the queen is drawn and put aside, you will be left with only 4 cards. And in that case, what is the probability that the second card picked up is an ace? Is 1 by 4. A queen is 0 by 4. So you have 0 here and you have 1 by 4 here. This is your answer. This is your answer. Very nice. Cool. Next, 16th question. This is the same question like we did before as a word problem. Yes. So it is the question just like Jimmy and Sujata question. So 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good pens. So 132 plus 12 pens. How many pens do you have in total? You have 144 pens. So out of those 144 pens, 12 are defective and 132 are perfectly fine. Now it is not possible to just one pen is taken out at random from the slot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. How many good pens do you have? You have 32 good pens and total you have 144 pens. So your probability is equal to 132 by 144. 17th question. A lot of 20 bulbs contain 4 defective ones. So out of those 20 bulbs you have 4 defective and 16 working. So one bulb is drawn at random from the lot. What is the probability that the bulb is defective? You have 4 defectives, so your probability will be equal to 4 by 20, that is equal to 1 by 5. Suppose the bulb drawn is not defective and is not replaced. So let's say you take out one bulb and it is not defective. So if it is not defective, obviously it is working. So now in this case you have Earlier, you had 20 bulbs, now you have 19 bulbs. Out of those 19 bulbs, you have 4 defective bulbs and you are left with only 15 working bulbs. So now the question is, what is the probability that this bulb is not defective? So not defective means you have all the working bulbs. That means 15 divided by 19 is your correct answer. 15 by 19. Hey, come on, wait. What are we doing? Which question answer? Okay, 17th first part is 4 by 20. Yes, that I know. Okay, you're giving answer to question number 16. Okay. Yeah. Okay, 17 second part. This is the answer. 15 by 19. It's very easy. Bulb is not defective. How many bulbs are not defective, guys? The total bulbs which are not defective is 15 because they are working condition. So out of the 19 bulbs, 15 are working. So probability is 15 by 19. How many got it correct? Batana फटाफट chat box में. I can see some people have got the incorrect answers. The easiest exercise, the easiest exercise. Did you get the answer as 15 by 19? Quickly let me know in the chat box, guys. लिख दो, chat box में लिख दो 15 by 19 अगर आपका आंसर आ रहा है तो. Sorry, excuse me. Excused. Question number 18. A box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. Wow. So you have 90 discs. If one disc is drawn at random from the box, find the probability that it bears a 2-digit number. Wonderful. So you have 90 discs, right? Out of that, the discs which are numbered 2-digit will be something else, and discs that will be 1-digit discs, bearing number 1 digit will be. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, right? All these 9 numbers, guys, right? These are all 1-digit numbers. So now the probability that it bears a 2-digit number is simply, how do you calculate it? 90 minus 9, you get 81 as the answer. So your probability is 81 divided by 90 because you have total of 90 discs, and out of that 81 discs are having 2-digit numbers, right? Yes or no, guys? Quickly let me know in the chat box whether you are getting your answer or not. Next is a perfect square number. How many perfect squares are there? We have to find out. So 2 square is equal to 4. 1 square is, can we take 1? Can we take 1? Can we take 4? Can we take 9? Then you have 16. Then you have 25, right? Then you have 36. Then you have 49. Then you have 64. Then you have 90, 80, 81, right? 81. What else? Do you have anything else apart from this? No. So you have in a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 perfect squares out of the total numbers 90. Your answer is 1 by 10. A child has a dice whose 6 faces shown the letters given below. The dice thrown once. What is the probability of getting A? So getting probability A is actually probability of getting an A is equal to, how many total outcomes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6, and then you have 2 A's, so your probability is equal to 2 by 6. Probability of getting a D, probability of getting a D is equal to, total outcomes are 6 and you have only 1 D, so you will be writing P of D is equal to 1 by 6. P of D is equal to 1 by 6. Very, very good, guys. Very, very good. Question number 21. We are just about to complete the exercise. So question number 21. A lot consists 144 ball pens. 144, out of which 20 are defective, and obviously 124 they will be working conditions or good. So Noori will buy a pen if it is good and will not buy if it is defective. The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and gives it to her. What is the probability that she will buy it? Come on, yeah. These kind of questions, they literally shame me. She will buy a pen only if it is not defective or if it is good. So how many alright, how do you write it? So probability of buying is equal to, so you have 144 options. Out of that there are only 124 options where the pens are in working conditions. This is your answer, 124 divided by 144. Next is she will not buy it. She will not buy it if the pens are defective. That means 20 by 144 is your right answer, right? Next question, please. Question number 33. A game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times. So you have a 1 rupee coin and you are tossing it 3 times. So what outcomes do you get? You get HHT, heads, alright, not HHT, you get HHH, let's say. On all the 3 coins you got H. And on the second possible outcome could be that you got H on the first coin, you got H on the second coin, but you got tails on the third coin. Right, then you can have HTH, you have THH. Next is you have let's say HTT, then you have THT, then you have TTH. All these possible outcomes will be there. Then you have TTT, right? TTT. Apart from this, how many other outcomes do you think we can have? How many possible outcomes do you think we can have? Tell me, how many possible outcomes can you make while tossing 3 coins simultaneously? Or let's say 1 rupee coin, tossing it 3 times. What are the possible outcomes that you can get, guys? What are the possible outcomes? Quickly let me know. 23. I'm asking about the total possible outcomes. Yes, wonderful. So the total possible outcomes are only 8. These are the possibilities. Very nice. Now, what is it? Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result. So, what is the probability of Hanif winning? That is equal to all the tosses giving the same result. That means HHH and TTT. We have 2 outcomes out of 8 outcomes for which Hanif will win. Calculate the come on. He will lose the game. That is equal to 1 minus 2 by 8, and this is equal to 6 by 8. Your correct answer. Question number 24. A die is thrown twice. What is the probability? How many total outcomes are there? If you throw a dice twice, you have 36 outcomes in total. 5 will not come up. Come on, these questions can be done, guys. You guys can easily do these questions, right? Try to do these questions. What about question number 25? Which of the following arguments are correct and which are not correct? Give reasons for your answer. And you guys can also do this question. Question number 25. So I leave question number 24 and 25 to you. Try these questions and you will be good to go in probability chapter. So that's it from my side for today, guys. That is it. This is what I have for you today. And I sincerely hope that you guys are liking these sessions. It really takes a lot of effort. Few of my kids who are with me in the tuition classes, they know it very well, that how much effort it takes. So I just wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then till 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the evening, this entire time I'm just working. I'm teaching and teaching. I'm teaching class 10th, I'm teaching class 11th, I'm teaching class 12th, I'm teaching physics, I'm teaching chemistry, I'm teaching mathematics, and to the 10 students I'm even teaching biology. Right, so it really takes a lot of effort. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this session. If you guys still have any doubt, just connect with me on this number 90059 42333. This is your host and host Netrapal Singh signing off from IIT Kanpur. Thank you so much, guys. Love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.